Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Collegiate Academy. If you do not know me, my name is Dana Gilmore. I'm the Dean of the Division of Performing Arts for Erie Public Schools. We are here today to celebrate the dedication of this brand new state-of-the-art dance facility in honor and in memory of Miss Carla Hughes. And again, thank you so much for being here. A lot of work had gone into this particular space. This was Carla's vision to develop this dance studio, to continue to build our dance program, our fine arts program, for not only this building, but to touch lives of students for many years and generations to come within our Erie School District. Just to give you a little background about this space, if you don't know, this was a former swimming pool in this building. And right now I'm standing on over 30 dump truck loads of dirt, covered in concrete, tile, and then of course the state-of-the-art dance floor we have here. So there was a lot of work that had gone into transforming this space. And today you're going to hear from a number of people that were involved in the mural, and there's from some alumni and other invited guests here to speak about the memories they've had with Ms. Carla as the dance instructor here, and all the lives she has touched over the years. So with this particular space we have here, this is going to allow her legacy to live on for generations and decades to come within our program. So moving on, I'd like to introduce to you now Mr. Caesar Westbrook. He is a middle school art teacher at East Middle School who oversaw and developed the mural work you see outside the studio and the wall, and also Cosette Janess, who's one of our students at Collegiate. Welcome, Caesar. And Cosette.
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, Collegiate. Carla reached out to me originally to have this done, and to have it, be wrapped up and actually come full circle means everything. It was wonderful working with the young lady. They did an outstanding job from the development of the mural, the design. When you guys get a minute, when you head out, we actually have the designs up against the wall over there. I pretty much printed everything out and let them have free range on what they thought they would like to see in here. And we kind of combined everybody's ideas and their thoughts and their creativity. And we came up with some really amazing stuff. And we were here, really busting it out and just really getting to know each other, developing techniques, just seeing them grow. Some of them, not really good with painting at all, to just really mastering and developing some really good skills. And so, like I said, just getting to know them has been a blessing. This whole thing has been a blessing. And I'm not from Erie, so I didn't know the layout of the building. So when they told me that this used to be a swimming pool, I was kind of blown away. Being in here with Kristen, it was a great box when I first walked in here. So I definitely wanted to bring it to life and just, bring some energy into it. And so, thank you again. Thank you guys. And I know you guys have some things you want to say as well.
I really enjoyed the process of creating and painting the mural. Getting to work with fellow students and Mr. Westbrook, it was very exciting and helpful to my art journey. We also learned a lot about time, space, and energy. We incorporated it into the design by using dance, which you can see behind. And I just love having an art outlet to experience painting on a huge canvas. I really wish you guys would use the mural as much as we did painting.
So now I want to present Miss Erica King.
So I met Carla when we both traveled to various high schools, and we would run into each other over at Central Tech or at East High School. And during those years, she was assigned a space to teach, but they had their issues. Over at Central, the place that she had acted as a throughway for students changing classes with large windows, mirrors on the other side, and so she caught the PM sun, and she was over there in the afternoon. So that space was really hot for her and her students to try to perform in. Over at East, she was in the auditorium on the stage, which, as a dancer was a great space, except for when they had tardy students, they placed them there in the mornings, or they would have assemblies, which would also disrupt her classes. So here at Collegiate, she had a space that she could dance and she could teach, but it too had issues. It would be used for things such as the blood drive or to practice for various clubs and groups after school. The flooring was absolutely hard, had no give, and maybe dancing, I'm sure, potentially painted it, because I remember her coming up and talking about, oh, my back, or whatever. But like other artists, she dreamed of a space where dance and only dance would take place in it. So when she found out that there was going to be renovation work done, she would in fact get a dedicated space for dance, she was pretty skeptical. I remember sneaking down with her to see the space, and as you know, this was a pool, and I'm going to be honest, it looked like the horror movie Saw. It was awful. The room was dark, dank, there was peeling paint, and it was just awful. And our first reaction when we walked down was, ooh, child. And so we stood here and like, And so for those of you who knew Carla well, you would know that she was a clean freak. And after her initial horror wore off, she saw in this space its potential. And over the time that they were working on building this space up and filling the pool, she went about making sure that she was getting the things that was needed to make sure that this would be a dedicated dance space and not used as a multi-purpose room. I could see her excitement knowing that she would get to have a say about the design and the function of where she would get to perform and teach her art. I can still remember the group text messages or conversations at my house on Friday evenings where she would talk about sourcing the bouncy floors and ballet bar. And we would reply in group text messages, gifs of kids bouncing around or joke about the trampoline floor and the dance balls. She would laugh with us, give us the look, and then continue on with her vision. She wanted a place that students could feel free to express themselves, not only physically with dance, but also verbally, as she had a knack of keeping up with what was going on with our students and providing real-world advice to her divas. She was instrumental in giving administration a heads up with various situations with students because they felt comfortable talking with and around her. Looking at this space now, I could say that she succeeded in providing input in a space that would encourage, embrace, and empower the love of dance with current and future students. I'm going to be honest, it took me a while to bring myself to come down to this room after the floor was installed and the room began being used by someone other than Carla, because I knew that she put her heart into making sure this space would benefit her divas, but she would never get to use it. However, after working with Ms. Weigel on this dedication, and hearing how particular she is about the floor, one of the biggest investments that Carla was adamant about making sure that we had, I know that this room is going to be cared for just as Carla would expect. I hope to see the dance program grow and thrive, despite Carla not being at the helm, and that past and current students will want to be a part of the mission to recruit future students to ensure that Carla's love of dance and her influence continues here at Collegiate Academy. Thank you. I want to bring up Ms. Maura Williams, President of Delta Sigma Theta. Hello. What can I say about Carla Hughes that you guys don't already know? Not much. She had such a magnetic spirit. You knew Carla was in her presence. You were just drawn to her. She had such a giving personality. She talked about her school. She talked about her students. All the time. She would tell us how she would have to snatch them up to make them come down and fill out applications for Delta. So we've seen several of them come through. So with that being said, I just wanted to re-announce the scholarship that my sorority, Delta Sigma Theta, did in her honor. I'm not going to read it all, but it's an annual $1,000 scholarship which will be awarded to a graduating senior of Collegiate Academy who has demonstrated a strong commitment to the arts and will pursue a secondary education at a four-year college. So with that being said, I just want to thank you guys for allowing us to be here. Carla was all about her sorors. She was all about Delta. She was always, Delta is about giving back to the community, and that's who Carla was. She was once the president, I was her vice president. I wouldn't be here today speaking in front of you if it wasn't for her. I fought her tooth and nails about being the president of this sorority. It's a lot of work. And she kept saying, in Carla fashion, girl, bye. She's not trying to hear me. I'm not trying to hear that, you know. I got your back, whatever you need, you know. So just please look out for our scholarship that will be coming and apply for it in Carla's name. So thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Susannah Faulkner. I'm an 07 graduate. Us class of 07 were the first full class to have Carla as our teacher. And so it was incredible to grow through those 4 years. So many professional future dancers were launched out of just our classes here in the basement. So seeing this come to life is an honor. I had a rule in my life ever since I met Carla almost 20 years ago that if Miss Carla asked me anything, I said yes. And so when Kristen reached out to collect the alumni voices for today's dedication, I of course jumped on that opportunity. And so put together a video on behalf of all alumni for the last 17 years. When I put the call out to folks, it was incredible. The videos, the photos, the dedications that came through. So Carla truly was a visionary. She came in here having such a strong dream, a vision for bringing dance to everyone at this school, and she truly did that, and she changed all of our lives for the better. So thank you so much for creating this space for us alumni, and this is unbelievable. I hope to dance in this space one day. It's amazing. And here's a message for us all in this dedication from the alumni. Thank you.
This is Susanna Faulkner reporting for King TV. Miss Hughes hopes for an increased number of performance opportunities for the dancers next year. Hughes hopes that the dance department at Collegiate Academy will become better known throughout the community.
first met Miss Hughes. During my very first class being with her, I knew that from then on, dance was going to be the highlight of all of my days. I would even go home and talk about how much fun I had with her every time I had classes. My progress and improvement in dance excelled on almost all aspects because of her. She showed me that my lack of flexibility did not determine how well I danced, which will forever be my motivation within my dance career. Knowing her has really impacted my life on so many levels, whether it was inside or outside of school. Even the happiness and joy I felt throughout my body, waking up in the morning knowing that I had dance class with her, will never get old. I could even go on and on about all the funny stories she would tell us about her life in class that would make me laugh forever. I would laugh so much in class, and almost every day she'd be like, "Okay, Jordan, it's not that funny." And let's not even get into how fire her playlists were. Her music would be booming throughout the whole entire school. Last year, she even started calling me Curly Sue because of the way my curls were. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we miss her so dearly. All of the hard work she did, working with all of her students, will forever be appreciated and lived on, which is why she was painted in her studio. Before her unfortunate passing, she brought to me that being one of the seniors in cadence, I would need to step up and be a leader for my fellow underclassmen. Even though she is no longer here, I have still maintained my role not only being a leader for cadence, but also all the other dance classes as well. Cadence and I will be performing Jealous, which was one of the last unfinished pieces choreographed by Miss Hughes. With that being said, we found it very necessary for it to be the first piece performed in her studio. Thank you.
Jealous of the rain that falls upon your skin. It's closer than my hands have been. Jealous of the rain. I'm jealous of the wind that ripples through your clothes. It's closer than your shadow. Oh, I'm jealous of the wind. 'Cause I wished you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back, tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say, I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me. Jealous of the nights that I don't spend with you. I'm wondering who you lay next to. Oh, I'm jealous of the night. I'm jealous of the love that wasn't here, gone for someone else to share. Oh, I'm jealous of the love. So I wished you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. But I always thought you'd come back. Tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me. As I sing in the sand, watch you slip through my hands. Oh, as I die here another day, yeah. 'Cause all I do is cry behind the smile. I wish you the best of all this world could give. And I told you when you left me, there's nothing to forgive. Always thought you'd come back. Tell me all you found was heartbreak and misery. It's hard for me to say I'm jealous of the way you're happy without me. It's hard for me to say jealous of the way you're happy without me.
Thank you. So when I have conversations, or when everyone has conversations with their students about Collegiate Academy, they don't talk about math class. They don't talk about science. They don't talk about Spanish. They talk about their experience here. They laugh at teachers, remember teachers like Mr. Fleming, or Mr. Woj, or Miss Pohl, and all the things they do. They talk about our walkathon. They talk about the sophomore lockdown, Academy on Parade, Ruby Awards. They talk about the experience that they had here. And that, to us, as the administration and staff, is really important. It's about the journey. The education is the education. We do the best we can. But it's the experience, we get a positive experience for 4 years, that is impactful on our students. It goes without saying that Carla Hughes had a huge impact on our students. Honestly, until this day, I don't think I even realized it. With all the outpouring that I've seen and witnessed since that terrible day, has been overwhelming. It is in that spirit of positive experience, and happiness, and joy that this room was born out of. We had a conversation, administration here had a conversation with Mr. Polito, and he asked us what we want to do with this space. We said, my God, it'd be a great dance studio. All Mr. Polito said was, let's make it happen. Those few little words tipped the dominoes to what we have today. I thank Mr. Polito for his help in getting that done. Certainly the board played a huge role in that, because not only was it done and done correctly, it was done fast. So that our students could enjoy it. As far as I can tell, this was the last thing officially Carla did for Collegiate Academy. She sent the information, the bids, her wish list, if you will, that Friday. We got it. So literally everything you see here, with the exception of Merle, is done to her specs. It may have been a pool, but it's a dance room now, and it's her dance room. The spirit we live here, or spirit with huge sets of souls who come through that door and enrich their experience here at Collegiate Academy. We really can't ask for anything else. So I want to thank you for being here and sharing this day with us. As as a reminder, this is her birthday today. The city of Erie is Carla Hughes Day. So there's a lot of stuff going on, whether we realize it or not. I'm going to call the ladies from Kate over now. This will be the plaque that will adorn the wall of Erie for years to come. So students, visitors, alumni, current faculty, future staff, and so forth will be able to know the love that this room came to be. I'm going to ask Joe Hughes to come up and invite whoever else would like to come up and join him. Mr. Polito, if you'd like to come up and stand with the family as they cut the ribbon. It's said, I don't say it, that God never closes a window, never opens a door that closes a window, or vice versa. But we certainly are opening the door so Carla Hughes dance to here at the Chief Benefit.
You up to the dining hall. You're certainly welcome to hang down here, but there are refreshments in the dining hall, which is straight up these steps, actually both steps, if you'd like to go up that way. And, again, refreshments, camaraderie, that